Hello, my name is Lady Calamere. I welcome you to my channel. I hope everyone is doing great. This will be my 161st presentational video, and it will be on the goddess Selene. Notice how I said the word Selene, because that's how her name is pronounced in Greek. Here we call her Selene. Some people call it Selena, but it's Selene. And Selene means moon. Selene. And you can look up the Greek pronunciation. It's Selene. She is not just a lunar goddess. She is the moon. She is the personification of the moon. She is the moon personified. She is the waning moon, the waxing moon. She is the full moon. She is the dark moon. She is the moon's face that we see upon earth, and she is the face of the moon that we do not see from earth. She is the moon itself. Now, there's also a word called Pan Selene. And when we say Pan Selene, it doesn't mean Pan, the god Pan, and Selene. Pan Selene means the all moon, the whole moon, what we would call the full moon. And she is the heavenly body at night, where her brother Helios, or what we call Helios here, but Helios in Greece, is the celestial body, the heavenly body during the day. She is the daughter of Hyperion. Hyperion, how we pronounce it here. Hyperion is her father, and Thea is her mother. She is a second generational Titan. Now, people, there's a new age thought that Artemis is the maiden, Selene is the mother, and Hecate is the crone. That was never thought of in ancient Greece. This is more of a new age thing. Artemis later becomes the Olympian goddess of the moon. However, Selene and Artemis are not the same. Selene and Hecate is not the same. Other goddesses have been associated with the moon, and Titans, like Hecate, Artemis, and Hera. They are all dealing with the moon, but she is the moon goddess Selene. Selene was always said to be a very beautiful woman when she comes in her human-like form. She is very beautiful, long, beautiful tresses. Sometimes she's seen short with short hair, but she's usually described as long, beautiful tresses with very fair, pale skin. Sometimes she's seen with usually with long, slender wings, as she's pictured here. Sometimes without wings. She is said to also bear a torch. And she's pictured with the crescent moon on her head, or a horned goddess with bull horns on her head. Here I have the moon, and this is like semi-homemade, so some of this and this and parts of her dress and this will glow in the dark. Let me see if I can do that for you now. See if she shines. Some of her is glowing. I got some of it glowing. Like that's glowing here, here. You can see a little bit of the glowing of the torch there. It's absolutely very beautiful when the lights are out. So the goddess Selene, let's see. So the goddess Selene, her day that she's associated with is definitely Monday. Her planetary powers is the moon, of course. Her astrological sign is Cancer. Wow, this is the first video I'm doing in the dark. Uh-oh, did I lose you guys? I think I went and zoomed out. Okay, I thought I stopped the camera. Let me see if I can get it back to where it was. Uh-oh, here comes pain in the ass Joker. Speaking of Pita's pain in the asses, I shouldn't say that. Loki is still sick. Why is this like zooming out on me and not working? I don't got a good. He is on a special diet. He just finished his medication, so keep him in your prayers and spells. Come on. Stop. Anyways, so that was a truck has a big light right through my freaking window. So anyways, oh, I can't. Maybe I should turn on the light here because I'm trying to zoom in on her pretty face and I do want to talk about the card. Come on, Joker, you gotta get off me. But there we go. So we got the lights back on, and this is, stop it, little boy. Let me get this out. Ow. This card is called Reflection. It's Selene, and it comes from this beautiful deck, Ancient Feminine Wisdom of Goddesses and Heroines by Kay Stevenson and Brian Clark. You can get it on eBay, Amazon, or your local New Age store, pagan or occult store, if it's still being sold. So Selene, what else does she deal with? Well, she deals with the night, and she deals with magic and witches and witchcraft. Yep. She deals with the occult, the unknown. So, and she deals with psychic powers and divination, fortune telling, scrying, and nowadays tarot readings and divining the unknown to see in the past, present, and future. She deals with our psychic powers, ESP, and our third eye, the Agnya chakra, which is the third eye. She deals with dreams. Yes, more there is Hypnos, who also deals with sleep, but she deals with sleep as well and dreams. And she deals with night meetings, coven meetings, meeting at night. Yes. She deals with secrets. So she deals with things going on the bump of the night. Things that are hidden. Things of the unconscious and subconscious, of the deep mind. Selene deals with that. She does deal with reflection. It's a perfect card for her. Reflecting on your past, reflecting on your life, reflecting on who you are. Selene deals with this. She lends her torch, and yes, she does hold a torch. She's a torch-bearing goddess. At one time, it was thought that the moon produced its own light, but now we know that the light that comes from the moon is actually a reflection of the light from the sun. It was one time thought that Selene brought the dew, the DEW, to Earth to nourish plants and animal life. And that's what they thought the moon did. She also was one of the Titan goddesses they use for time, measurement of time. Selene, believe it or not, also deals with love and relationships. She deals with deep emotional relationships. She deals with marriage, but also a committed relationship. And that comes from the story of her and her love, Endymion. And because of that, for her love for the shepherd prince, that she became involved as a deity of romance. So yes, she does deal with love and love spells, believe it or not. Her time is any time when the moon is out. Even if it's during the day. If you see the moon, it's a good time to call Selene. But her time is, of course, night. Her brother is Helios, the sun. And her sister is Eos, the dawn. The light of the dawn. During the Titan, after she was on the side of the Olympians, and Zeus was actually Zeus. That's how you pronounce Zeus, because the U is actually supposed to be a V. So take the U out, put a V. That's how you say Zeus's name, Zeus. That she was on his side. When Gaia, or you can say Gaia, was angry of how Zeus handled the Titans after the war, and how he locked them up deep into the bowels of the earth of Tartarus. That she was looking for this special herb to grant invincibility and to protect from death and destruction. It was Selene who dimmed her light at night, so that she could not find this herb. But she helped Zeus collect all these herbs to fight in the war of the giants now. Because after the war of the Titans, then comes the war of the giants. So she was the one to help him. She also became a goddess of lunacy, madness, where we get the word lunatic from the word Luna, who her Selene was then known in Rome as Luna. moon. So we get the word lunatic, or you ever hear all the nuts come out on the full moon. You know how EMS workers, gee, it must be a full moon tonight. And the police may say, it must be a full moon tonight. What the hell is wrong with people? Lunacy, lunatic. So she deals with that. So she deals with people with mental illness. And it said that she can also cause it. But she can also, said to also alleviate it. Dionysus would celebrate on full moons and do all the debauchery and lunacy. That's Dionysus, how we pronounce it, but it's Dionysus. Dionysus. Okay? The D is actually like a short TH. Like DH, I should say. DH. So imagine pronouncing dog as dog. Day as they. Dinner as dinner. Not dinner, but dinner. So her stones that you would associate with Selene: moonstone, white fluorite, selenite, and blue kyanite. Her herbs and flowers: moonwort, night blooming jasmine, white roses, white flowers, and any flowers that bloom at night are hers. Think of white lilies. So white flowers would be hers. Her trees are willow and rowan. Rowan. Excuse me. Willow and rowan. Her number associated with her is 13. 13 is a big number in witchcraft. Selene. She has many different names. One of her names is Menace. Menes. And look at where we get menstruation, menses, menace, but also dealing with month. And again, she was used for as a calendar, also even a calendar for agriculture. So she's called the moon. Pan Selene for full moon. Brightness of the night, queen of the night, the very manifest one, opener of the gates. She is also known as she who commands the rhythm of the tides, the reward of dreams, she who calls forth, she who shines for all. Those are just some of her. I swear, stop nipping me. Those are just some of her names. She is also, what you doing, little joker? This has been a hard week for me. So, I've been sick myself. I've been on round and round of antibiotics, and I'll be honest with you, I had a tooth pulling not too long ago, and I also had starting to have implants, and one of my implants before I could get the tooth in came out. My mouth rejected it, so I got infected, and it popped out. So now I'm gonna have to go for the implant surgery in another 4 weeks. So I'm gonna have to deal with that crap too. So I've been in a lot of pain. So please bear with me. But it's been like 8 days since I've done a presentation. So just bear with me. I don't use a script. Ow. Owie. So the animals she deals with is the rabbit, the hare, horses, white mules, and white bulls. Her attributes: the bull horns. She's said to also sometimes wear a veil over her head. So we have her attributes as the silver veil, the moon, the crescent, which is also upon her head and her brow, the cradle, a silver chariot, but sometimes it's said that it's a golden chariot that she drives. But it's mostly said to be, it would make more sense to be a silver chariot. A torch. Her favorite people or night people, night owls, witches, occultists, sorcerers, magic workers, spellcasters, and moon gazers. Sometimes it's usually been accepted that her chariot is drawn by two horses, and usually those are like Pegasuses, the winged horses. Sometimes her chariot is said to be pulled by two white female, of course, cows are female, bulls are male. It's driven by two white cows. Others say it's two white mules. She is said to have a silver crown on her head. Others have indicated it to be gold, but it would make more sense to be a silver crown or diadem upon her head. Sometimes she's sitting on her horse, side saddled on her horse. It is said before she rides on her chariot every night that she bathes in the ocean, cleanses and cleans herself, and makes herself fresh and new before she rides through the sky at night. There is different stories of how Endymion became immortal, but he stayed young and immortal, but he was to be asleep forever, and said to be with his eyes open in the cave of Mount Latmos. Several stories of how it happened, but Selene had many different lovers: Pan, Zeus, in which she had daughters by them. But her favorite was Endymion, for he worked at night with his herd. And she spied him. she spied this beautiful young shepherd Endymion. And she started to flirt with him, and instead of doing her duty, she would always visit him at night and have a romantic time with him. Well, something had to be done because she wasn't doing her job. So, in some stories, she definitely makes a bargain with Zeus, the king of the gods, Zeus, and she wants to spend time with him. However, she's immortal, and Endymion will grow old and die one day, and Selene will not have him. So she struck a bargain with Zeus. Now, in some stories, Zeus also talked to Endymion, and that Endymion agreed to be an immortal and to stay asleep and be with his. Was he dreaming of her? Did she come into his dreams? Some stories say yes. She would always visit him in his dreams. But he could not physically move anymore. So only in his mind, his dreams. But she would physically visit him. Others say Zeus punished him. That it was a punishment because Endymion went after his queen, his wife, Hera. That he was making moves on her. So that he punished him to sleep. And it was Selene who interceded to not kill him. Others say that it was Selene who had him sleep. Either way, she visits him, and of course she gets pregnant. And she has 50 daughters, the Menai, and they represent the 50 months. 50 months. 50 months would pass and would be between each Olympian Games. So every 50 months you had the Olympiad, as it's called, the Olympian Games. So each daughter represent a month of that time. 50 months between each game, which was very important to the Greeks, and is very important to the modern world this day, the Olympics. She also said to be the mother of the Nemean lion. So she has an affair with Zeus, which she has children with him too. Which was Pandea, the one of all gifts, many gifts. Her other children, I'm just trying to think. I don't write this down. So, oh crap. She has other children by Zeus. It's been a hard week. It's also said that, oh crap. Anyways, she does have many, many children. She actually has one mortal child. She had one mortal son, and he was a great poet. So I'm just trying to think of his name. And I kind of feel embarrassed now. I hate when I do this to myself, but I refuse to write down notes. I refuse it. I'm just trying to think of the name, and I was thinking about him today, and here I go fucking up and making a fool of myself. Yay! She also had a romantic affair with her brother, Elios, and had children. So, now Eos, her sister, means the dawn, Selene means moon, and Elios means sun. S-U-N, the sun. So yeah, Pandia is the daughter of Zeus, who is very lovely. She's the all like giving the all divine, one of great gifts, Pandia. She is also in some stories to be the mother of the seasons. Selene is the mother of the Horae in some stories. So these deities are the seasons. Horai, but pronounced Horae. So there's and the Horae is also said to be the daughters of Selene as well as Ilios, the sun. The Nemean lion is also her child. In which this lion does the bidding of Queen Hera. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think. He was a great muse. I'm just trying to think of his name. He's a mortal son, and he is a poet. Musaios. Musaios. So he is the only one who was not immortal. And by the way, the Nemean lion, Heracles conquered. So, the lion born of the moon. What the heck was that? Oh, that's a dog, my neighbor's dog. Now, also, there's a story between Pond, who always had a thing for Selene, but she didn't want anything to do with him because she thought he was kind of ugly. So one day he covered his legs and he seduced her. and there's a love tryst between Pan and Selene. But the biggest love affair was with her and Endymion. And Endymion was a very handsome man. Handsome as Ganymede and just Adonis. I mean, he was just beautiful and young and delectable. But Selene fell in love with him and she became lovesick by him. So, and that's why she also has become a goddess of lovers, and those who become lovesick, and those, she can help you with love spells. But she can help with many things. She's pretty powerful. Why? Joker, stop it. Apparently, I gotta stop some crazy shit. Every presentation, it never fails. You hear that? You're gonna make me crazy, cat. You are knocking down all my spices. No. What you doing? You looking for a buggy to eat? You don't eat insects. That's gross. You got plenty of food. Joker. Here's the big old bad boy. So Selene also deals with a woman's menstrual cycle or menstruation. She deals with the cycles of women, of PMS, menstruation, so Selene is also a goddess that can help us regulate things in our life, regulate our own ebb and flow, our reflection, and also what to let go of when it's time. She helps us to let go of things that we no longer need. She will let us know when it's time, when it's due time, when it's high time to get rid of something. Oh, I thought that was Loki eating food he's not allowed to eat. You can't have what your brother has. You have to have your special diet, Loki. For the rest of his life, he has to be on a urinary tract diet. And you got your own food, so don't be greedy, Loki. Come here. Come here. Everyone wants to see their favorite cat. Come here. Come here, SpaceX cat. Yeah, remember I told everyone he went to space at the veterinarian. Yeah, he even said that. Come here. I'm drawing blanks today. That Elon Musk wanted a selfie and was honored to have a selfie with Loki Lofison. Okay. So, when it comes to fighting different titans and giants, Selene takes the side, always take the side of Zeus and the Olympians. She sided with them. So Selene deals with all types of moon magic. Planetary hours, definitely the moon. So Sappho even wrote about how Selene, when she comes to being full, as her full moon's upon Selene, is when women would take their place and position around the altar, and of course they would do festivals and what does that sound like? you know. So Selene, as the goddess of dew, DEW, this was believed to nourish plants and animals. So there we see, as a nourishing goddess, we see her associated with the wife of Dionysos, which is Ariadne. That was his wife, and who Ariadne was also a lunar goddess. But here we see that Selene nourishes life, and that she would keep life going. And as a goddess of lunacy, we see how Dionysus would wait for nighttime, and he would call out to her, and he would have his parties at night, and pure debauchery, where he would drink and get drunk and party, sex, rock and roll. So she shows her light at night. Where Helios gives his light during the day, she gives her light. But she actually reflects light, as we know now. But she was the light, the celestial light at night, to help guide people, to give them light when it's dark. Now her form would always change. It says that Thea would make a dress for Selene, but then it wouldn't fit her because she would change. She would wax and wane. She would grow thin. She would grow full. She would, like us, like a lot of, like me. I've been on yo-yo diets: fat, thin, fat, thin, fat, thin. Gain weight, lose more weight, gain some more weight. One of those. Oh, I'm 140. I'm 150. I'm 130. I'm 120. I'm 130 again. I'm 150. Sounds awfully a lot like us. Like me, I should say. So then her dress wouldn't fit. So she's always changing her face. She would always change her sizes. So it is said that she also does dream oracles, dream interpretations, and also she deals with having psychic dreams. So she deals with people who knows how to interpret dreams. So and dream interpreting is her field. That's her thing. Now her group, her posse includes Astra and Hesperus. So her retinue deals with Hesperus and Astra. Her home, where she resides at, is the river Oceanus, or Oceanus, but it's pronounced River Oceanus. Oceanus. Spelled Oceanus. There's also a titan called Oceanus, where we get the word ocean from. So, her husband, her consort, is Endymion. So, that can't be stressed enough. So, Selene's other epithets, knowing she's known as she does some of the things that Alethea does, which is to aid in childbirth. So Selene also aids women in childbirth. She helps relieve the pain, she helps them deliver safely, helps them to deliver quickly. So she's in that way Selene deals with being a midwife. One of her titles is Alethea, but there's also a goddess called Alethea. So I know it gets sometimes confusing when different goddesses have the same titles or have kind of the same name. Aigle, 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 with a hyphen on it. So it means radiance, the light, the gleam. Aigle. Pasiphae is another one of her titles, which means Pasiphae is all shining, one who shines a lot. All shining, or one who shines a lot. So later on, Artemis takes over the moon, but she's a lunar goddess, where Selene is still the moon. There's also a title in the Egyptian goddess where Isis becomes Isis Selene. Isis, the moon. If you want to know more about the goddess Isis, look on my channel. Which her Egyptian name was Aset, and her Greco-Egyptian name is Isis, where she takes on Isis Selene. So Selene is also, she's also known as a nurse of all, where she nurses everyone, everything. Insect life, animal life, plant life, all life. She's a nurse of all. How long have I been talking about her? 51 minutes. So, Selene is a mystic goddess, is ever changing. She helps us too with changing, with the tides of changing. When it's time to let go, when it's time to gain something, she can help us. She has a dark side. She has a side where she's all dark and all light. She even has a sign when you see the first quarter and last quarter where the moon is balanced. She teaches us when we need to dump something, when we need to gain something, when we need to balance things out, when we need to just, recoil, just to go within ourselves, and to when to become more outgoing and outspoken and show our light to everyone. She helps us in doing that. She can help us hide things, as she did with the herb, but also reveal things, where she hid it from Gaia, where she could not use it against Zeus, and where she gave it to Zeus to use against the giants during the war of the giants and the gods. So, some of the offerings that you can give her. Let's talk about offerings before I almost forgot. White wine, white champagnes. She likes honey cakes, moon cakes. Moon pies are now a thing that people give. People give her sweet candies, white chocolate, white flowers. They're crystals that I spoke of. But also people like to give her white quartz, which is perfectly fine, and people say that white quartz is also associated with her. I think that's more, well, like I said before, it was selenite, moonstone. Really, baby girl, huh? Blue kyanite. We got Miss Kitty here. We got Miss Kitty. And white fluorite. So you can give it to her. And another thing that Selene deals with is a goddess of logic. Believe it or not, she's the goddess of logic. I forgot to mention that. But we're talking about offerings. Willow sticks. You can use a willow wand when doing rites, or with her, or also Rowan. White cakes. They offer a lot of the sweet candies that are white. I'm trying to think what else. God, these allergies are driving me nuts. I was dusting today too, and I got it right in my face. Milk, cream, whipped cream. Can you stop? white powdered donuts. So they could be plain or filled with different things. I mean, think of lemon meringue pie is actually a good one. I mean, some of this is, of course, newer offerings. Not all of these are traditional offerings. Would you stop? Miss Kitty, come on up. Come on. Show your pretty face to everyone. Come on up. You're distracting me. I mean, make white loaves of bread. So, would you stop? You're pushing the thing. And you see my Nyx back there? That's Nyx, and that's Artemis. So, those are just some of the basic offerings that you can give her. You know, she deals with, of course, everyone knows that she deals with the tides of the ocean. And she's what else did I want to say? Oh, God, her other child, Narcissus, which we know as Narcissus. She's a child of Selene. Now everything is coming back to me, and I'm going to end this. So, Narcissus, also called Narcissus by Endymion. Nemea is also her child by Zeus. Ursa, Ersa, is another child that she had with Zeus. So now her parentage is mostly accepted as Hyperion and Thea, but others have said it's Hyperion and this other goddess, Euryphesa. Euryphesa. But that's in the Homeric hymn to Helios. But it's usually accepted as Hyperion and Thea. I just wanted to let you guys know that. Now, there is another story saying she's actually the daughter of the sun, Helios. But that's not widely accepted, as it is with Thea, a female Titan, and Hyperion, a male Titan. So I just want to mention that so that you guys don't get mad at me. As far as Pan, I heard that there was children, but I'm not sure. But I do know she had a romp with him. That she had a sexual tryst with him. But I definitely know she had children by Zeus, Helios, and Endymion. And she has many children. So Anyways, I hope that you like this video. I did go see my concert. I went to see Soulfly and MRSA, another band. Can't remember their name. They were really good. And Body Box opened up for them. And then Soulfly. Got to see them. It was so great. Great concert. So many hours of fun. Oh, it was great. And I'm going to see in a few days, I'm going to see August Burns Red. I forgot who's opening up for them, but they've been around for 20 years. They're a metalcore band, and I'm going to see August Burns Red for the first time. Yeah! So I can't wait for that concert. I haven't been doing well. I honestly haven't. And that's why I kind of like, it's been 8 days since, by the time I load this up, it will be 9 days since my last presentational video. Loki is, he might have to see a vet again. And so forth. If you want, look at the medical bills. Between the medical bills, special food, and transportation, because my other half wasn't home. He was in North Carolina for a while. We're looking at $1,000, close to that. I'm looking at it. So I'm not asking for money. Hey, if you know me, you want to throw some money at me, I'll accept. I'm not going to say no. But I'm not doing a Patreon account. You know, my videos are free. My videos are going to continue to be free. I'm not going to be offering extra content if you pay X amount of money. These are always free. The only price you pay is your time and your attention. So, and putting up with me and my cats, my silly cats. There you are, Miss Kitty. Look at that face. So, and you probably some paper and pen. You may want to write down notes. But I really appreciate you. I really appreciate, please, if you like my video, please subscribe. If you want to pay me, subscribe to my videos. Show my videos to your friends and family and Facebook group. You know, if you know me in person, if you want to throw me a few dollars, I'll accept. But again, I'm not requiring it. And I'm not starting, you know, I don't have a page. I don't have any plans right now to have a Patreon account. These videos are not monotonized in any way, at least not now, you know, but I'm not going to be doing one of those. I'm not going to be doing that. I mean, hey, some people do this for a living. That's fine. No judgment here. But as for me, I'm not doing it. So, thank you for watching. Be good to others. Be good to animals. If you see an animal in need, you know, try to, you know, spread the word. You know, maybe look up on, what's that called? There's a site called, there's an online site where you can look up for lost animals, and you could take a picture and put that animal there. Or maybe you can take it temporarily in and try to find the owner. Paw Boost, that's what it's called. You could put a picture, say, hey, I found this animal, Paw Boost. You know, you can contact me at this email, you know, something. You know, be good to at least buy a can of food, or be good. Be kind to an animal. You know, be kind to everyone. To people, you know, kindness doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost 1 red cent to give someone a nice compliment, or just saying hello, you know, to a passerby. It doesn't cost you anything. So thank you for watching, and as always, blessed be.